So this property, obviously in the condition that it was in, wasn't great. They valued they valued it at 600. I got it for 437.
How was that
I
even
got it for
possible?
437.
Crazy. Yo, people, it's your boy Kenny here with new settings. It's your boy Kenny with the new settings.
Live and direct.
Nice. Yeah. Who else is with us today? Go on, introduce yourselves, guys.
Man like goats.
Camera's on you now.
Oh. Man like goats in the building.
Yeah, man like axe in the building, come on.
And then we got a special guest with us.
Come on.
Yeah, so I found out you did the man like as well, you know.
Yeah.
So it's man like Moish Yusuf,
Come on.
property investor based in London. I'm here with the guys, you know.
Come on.
So,
Based in London, that's not a small feat. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
one
not
of
a
the
small
OGs,
feat.
man.
You know what's mad? I was actually reading a stat years ago. This was like 5 years ago. Reading a stat. Oh, thank you, bro. To buy a house in London, you need to be earning, as in your salary needs to be 63k to even consider buying a house in London. Yeah, and this was 5 years ago. Yeah. Before all of them increases and all that.
Mad.
Yeah,
so imagine. So it's London is
not
not easy.
It's not a small thing, man.
No, London is not. It's not easy, man. And I think, obviously, I think a lot of people want to buy in London.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying it's the hub. Obviously, things are changing now.
Things are changing.
You know, there's other bigger cities making noise as well. You know, the
Birmingham,
the
Manchester,
the
Liverpool's.
You know, so that obviously London's not only the spot.
Yeah, there's other options.
I think for myself, you know, starting out in property, not really knowing much as well. So like, obviously watching property. What's that?
Homes and Hammer.
Home and Hammer. That's it. Watching that show, thinking, raw, like
this is
everyone's
sexy.
Everyone has started watching it.
That's
that show, innit?
It's a big show, man. It's a big show. You're watching that, you're like, you know what? I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of knew that buying properties makes sense for the future. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a guy that I look sort of like 5-10 years from now.
So you've always been like that from early, young, secondary school.
But you know, I think it's the upbringing as well.
Let's talk about that, because obviously I want you to get into the property stuff. You know, we bought a property at 21, all these stuff. But how did you grow up? Like, how was it when you were growing up?
So born in Nigeria, came at the age of 2. Mum and dad, I think it was in a 1 bed in Peckham.
Nice.
A little bit.
It's proper engine.
You know what I'm saying? And then moved to Camberwell. Okay. So Camberwell's home to me. You know what I'm saying? That's where like man grew up proper. A 2-bed flat. Got 3 siblings. You know what I'm saying? All brother, all boys and all that sort of stuff. So imagine that.
You're the oldest?
Yeah, oldest. 4 guys.
Responsibility.
Mum, dad.
Wow.
And back in those days as well, it's kind of like you got aunties and uncles coming from Nigeria.
Staying over.
Yeah, staying over for a month.
Yeah, exactly. Staying for years and stuff like that. So, you know, so the house was just,
Ram.
Yeah, that's a flat actually. So obviously growing up like that, you kind of seen the struggle and you're saying, you know what, I want better. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you should always try to do better than your parents. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, big up mum, big up dad, like they were grafters as well. You know what I'm saying? So mum was, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone's got an auntie or mum that was doing clothes, doing, all that sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So she was deep into that. You know, dad was deep into what he's doing as well, hustling and all that sort of stuff as well. So like from a young age, I'm seeing what they're doing. I'm like, you know what? You always got to hustle. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And I think what scares me the most in general is being broke.
Man,
it scares me. You know what I'm saying? So
scary sight.
So it's kind of like.
So would you say that was always like the motivation, seeing what was around you and being like, yo, I don't want to be broke? You know?
No, exactly. So it's kind of like, obviously, you know, growing up and African household, you know, your mum sending you to school, high techs, stuff like that. You're like,
you're getting your hair cut home by your mum.
Brother, your friends are wearing
my mum cut my hair before.
No kickers. That's what I'll be
workout. Didn't have no kickers, man.
No kickers, man.
So obviously, those are material things. You know what I'm saying? But it's just seeing things like that, thinking that, you know, why can't I get? You know what I'm saying?
You go to school, you see Jimmy, you got the new Nike.
So, but obviously things were tight. You know what I'm saying? And obviously those things weren't important. You know what I'm saying? At that period of time. So, you know, I think you always got to be thankful for like the journey. I think that the journey sort of like obviously makes you the person who you are.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So So come back to the not trying to be broke, you know, seeing like the struggle, you know, I've always said that, you know, obviously everyone wants to be rich and all that sort of stuff. But for me, it's kind of like, I don't want to have to think about money. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not about trying to be, you know, the biggest baller. That'd be nice. You know what I'm saying? But
take it.
Exactly. But I want to be comfortable. I want to be able to travel when I want to travel.
Right.
Eat the good food I want to eat. Come on. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, health and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to have to be, you know, skimping and this and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, that is progress. You know what I'm saying? You get to that sort of level. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Camberwell was memories, boy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
know? Did you go down the route? Was you ever in like football? Did you go down the uni route? Like, what did you?
I think like with everyone, man. I say everyone, like a black guy, and, you know, in the end, you either want to be a rapper or you want to be a footballer. Do you know what I'm saying? I tried both things. So,
yo, pull up the YouTube video.
I tried both things.
What was the name?
I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Younger Shanker. Younger schemer.
I don't got to talk about that one there. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the football thing was a big thing. You know, I've done football quite a bit, you know, secondary school, play for the teams and all that sort of stuff, done Sunday league and all that. But going back to the parents, they don't really support that, do you know what I'm saying? You're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a scientist.
There's always one of them.
Exactly, which I had no interest in any of these things, you know what I'm saying? So in school, you know, the subjects that I was good at was art, you know, graphics, PE, maths, and that was it. You know, but I passed everything. But those are my main areas, you know what I'm saying? So that brings me back to obviously I've done the uni thing as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. What did you study at uni?
I done graphics.
Oh,
six. That's actually quite brave because most people just be like,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, like how did you get away with that basically?
My dad would tell everyone I'd done graphics and communication.
They always need to add on. You know what you need?
He wanted to add the tech to it.
Yeah. Just so he's not completely embarrassed.
Exactly. So yeah, graphics.
Yes, it does graphics.
Yes, but it does communication as well.
Exactly. So yeah, done that. You know, got 2-1 in that, passed that. Do you know what I'm saying?
So right now you're around the age of about 21.
That's what people say. 21. You know, around that sort of age.
So you used to about property while in uni?
Yeah. So I was sort of looking into it, and literally picked up my first one in Lewisham. Yeah, picked up my first one in Lewisham.
Cool. And how did you end up funding it? Was it like parents helped you, or was you able to stack, or like how did you get the funds together, or even the deal itself? Like,
So with the funding, I was just stacking. I'll be honest with you. Literally, like. So everyone was like enjoying going out beef and all that sort of stuff. I didn't do none of that.
Yeah, from early.
That early?
Yeah, but that's 20. Like this isn't small. This is 21. Like you're screwed on.
But
you know what I mean?
What? How did you get there though? Like, is it just you just didn't
no
want to be broke?
I didn't want to struggle. I knew that it made sense. You know what I'm saying? So
was there anyone you saw like as an older brother, older cousin that bought something already? Or
because at 21 it can be quite scary.
Yeah. You know it is. Like, obviously, with social media now, you're seeing a lot of people now doing this thing, innit? And obviously, you're seeing older generation and stuff like that. Back then, there wasn't no social media. You know what I'm saying? And like, you don't see. You're not seeing people.
You're not seeing people doing it.
You know, us doing anything like that. So it was literally just, it made sense. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? It made sense. It's making money. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I thought, worst case, you know, just sell the place or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So just stack the money.
So do you mind us asking how much you stacked as well?
Like I think it was 25k.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow. 21 years old, 25k.
Bro, listen.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
I never had that at 21.
Big deal.
Yeah, so 25k.
And like, where was this? What area was this?
South London, Southeast. Southeast. So my dad was a big help, which I didn't realise at the time. So he so from the age of sort of like 18, he took out credit cards in my name, not illegally, but we had an agreement. You know what I'm saying? And
so you knew about it.
Yeah, I knew about it. Obviously. Yeah.
No, it happens. Trust me.
What are you trying to say? Because he's Nigerian, yeah. So you know, he's saying to me what he would do. He would, you know, use it and obviously clear off the balance, and that would help.
Yeah, with your credit,
my credit. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he went through certain things, and he kind of realized that the credit is very important.
Yeah.
So at this time I didn't know. I'm like, all right, cool, no worries. Just make sure you pay the.
Just pay it.
No issue. You know what I'm saying? So that helped a lot. You know what I'm saying? So over those years, my credit was, you know, building up. So so ever since then, you know, I've made sure that my credit has just been A1. You know? So, you know, I know a lot of people that were taking out phone contracts and stuff like that, weren't paying it and doing the badness, not taking out credit cards, going House of Fraser, that was the thing. House of Fraser, buying, you know, designer, not paying anything. So so that helped a lot, obviously, with that process. And that started off the journey. But I will say this, you know, when people ask me as well, that I didn't know anything about property. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not a thing where I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy this thing, I'm going to flip it, I'm going to refinance it. I didn't know about all that. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'll be honest with you.
So your thing was, I just want to buy one. Like, it
buy
just makes sense.
You know, my thing was, I'll buy it, pay it off. Do you know what I'm saying?
Over like 30 years, I pay it off.
I was going to pay off early. Pay off like maybe I don't know, 5 years.
Also like, you were even paying more than what you should have.
Okay. So my thing was going to pay off for 5 years.
And I own the house.
Buy more, and just have them all.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Wrong mindset. Wrong mindset. So like even when I bought the second one, it was like sort of like a year and let's say 2 years.
So did you just save up again?
Save up again.
Wow.
When I should have just refinanced.
I
was doing the hard graft.
You had equity in the first one. How much did you have?
Big. Yeah, big equity. So back to that now. So the property that I purchased was a repo.
Oh man, okay, cool.
So for people that don't know what repo is, it's a property that's been taken away from an individual for many reasons. It could be that they're not keeping up with the mortgage or whatever it may be. Obviously, it's not a good situation, but that's a perfect situation for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So
to come in and
so that was a great situation for myself. So I think at the time.
But how did you even hear about the deal? Did you go to like just
Rightmove,
estate agents?
Yeah, so this one was actually on the market.
Wow.
Like literally, as soon as it came on the market, I was the first one in there.
Okay, so you were actively looking at this point.
I was active. I was active. I was active, man. I think I gave myself 3 weeks to find something. Do you know what I'm saying? So literally every single day I was looking at properties. Do you know what I'm saying? And like this one just made a lot more sense because the space, you know, it was a flat, 2-bed flat, share of freehold, you know, big communal garden and stuff like that. But for London, it's just like raw, like
a no-brainer.
Did you plan to live there as well, or did you plan to rent it out?
Yeah, so the plan is to live there, but the mindset was investment. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, live there for a bit and then obviously move
21, moving out in my own house.
Imagine, in London, in London. That'd be a miracle now. It should be a miracle now.
Yeah. I think a lot of people now doing like obviously
help to buy
house shares and stuff. Stuff like that. It's too expensive now. So
it is. Okay, so
it was lucky that it was on the market. Picked it up. I think a property in that area, I always get this wrong sometimes. I think it was worth about 240 something at the time, and I got it for 147.
Okay, that is a lot of equity. What did it lead like a lot of work to it?
Yeah, how much work did you do? Like how much?
Bro, I'll be honest with you. All I done was paint, and that was me and my brothers. We painted the place. We changed some of the floorings, and that was it.
So you maybe spend like a couple K, like maybe like.
Not even that,
man.
We done it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching no one that happened.
I do it myself.
I feel like I can do this myself. But I ain't gonna lie to you.
Painting,
we're like, this is long.
I knew it was coming.
Long.
Like, this is long.
This is long. This painting is hard work.
It looks easier than it isn't. Can you?
Yeah. It's long.
It's
long. Like my bro just bought a property now as well. You know, he's always saying to me, I'm going to pay him. I'm like, cool. I already know, bro. Once you lift that first thing,
you just call someone that can come and do
it. So, so that, obviously, if I knew what I knew now, I would have just taken out the equity. But I still got that property now.
Okay, cool.
And you know, I've taken equity out of it maybe like twice now.
Wow. Sick.
You know, and it's
keep...
been a blessing. Yeah. And then obviously getting that for a good price, every single property after that has been below market value.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So either with good negotiation skills, or just in the right place at the right time, or meeting somebody and stuff like that. And with this property thing, obviously, the more you're involved in it,
that's it.
You start meeting more people.
Absolutely.
That's it,
man. That's it.
And that's something that I was going to ask you as well. When did you start sort of documenting stuff that you were doing?
Yeah.
That's just recently. That's I think with the whole Instagram thing, I started showing the property I've done in Lewisham, the Forest Hill one.
Yeah.
But I've done loads of properties before that. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a guy that I'm doing my thing.
Low key.
I think that's something that I used to see back in the day. Like everyone used to do stuff so privately. No one will ever talk about that. Even right now, to talk about
even right now.
Oh my god, why are you doing it? So I got friends that tell me, why are you telling people what you're doing? Like, don't do that. Like,
but I think it's the upbringing as well.
It's Nigerian.
Just
don't talk about anything.
That's anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, and I think it's a thing where you don't want people coming at you or hating on you or doing certain things and stuff like that.
So did anyone know what you were doing then?
A few people. They kind of knew that I had my hands in different pies. You know what I'm saying? So I had a few businesses as well.
This was at the 21, 22, 23?
Yeah. Like, because I've done graphics.
Yeah.
Then after that, I was actually working for a graphic company in like Soho. So I was doing like graphics for like celebrities, so their brands and stuff.
I can't like that industry is so like it's so sick. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those things where it's almost like an electrician that you can't just
it's something that's always needed.
Yeah, it's always something that's needed. You can't just go online and learn it. Graphics is something you got to study.
It's
a talent too.
It's a talent.
It's a talent. You know, I got mates that I'm not active in it right now. I got mates that still do it right now, and they can do some amazing work. Do you know what I'm saying? So so I was working there for about maybe like 6-8 months or so. Start getting boring. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
but was this your main source of income for you to save up money to buy the houses?
No. This was, remember, I bought the house already at this point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now this is me using my uni degree.
Okay. Got you. Yeah.
Okay. This thing made sense.
I'm not useless.
I knew what I was doing.
Exactly. So done that now, then I just realized that this is boring. Like I can't be creative because I have to stick to a brief. I have to do exactly how the client wants it. I'm like, I don't know. So I went to my brother's parents' evening. You know, parents are busy doing their thing. I went to Rob's parents' evening and seeing the old teachers. Oh, how you doing? What you doing? I'm like, telling them what I'm doing. So my textiles teacher, she was like, oh, like go and talk to the graphics teacher. You know, he's a black guy like you. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't say like that. But she kind of said something in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you guys will get along. I think you get along with him.
I think you get along with him.
Yeah. So we're gonna chat to him now, young brother. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he's a graphics teacher. So he was just sat down with me. So I'm asking questions. How much you making? I think he was making like what 30k a year at the time. But he's like, I do freelance as well. I do freelance with Channel 4 on the side. I do designs and stuff like that. I'm thinking, bro, like, so you're making this and then you're making this side. Okay. You should consider it. I don't know, teaching kids. Don't know about this, man. But so I thought about it and I just done it. Yeah, so I've got a PGC as well. I've got a PGC as well. So I went, can't remember where I went. I went someplace anyway. I done the degree. Done that.
How was that? Teaching, right?
Yeah. But for me, I leave everything last minute. So I done it. I think I went through clearing. So last minute got into one. Yeah. Done it. And they just throw in the deep end, man. You know what I'm saying?
Serious?
So literally, So because part of the thing, you go to 2 schools. You go to a bad one and a good one.
Oh, that's why the training.
Yeah. And then but also you got to do like dissertations.
So these guys
but they specifically put a bad school and a good
Yeah. Mad. You got to learn, certain things about how to teach and stuff like that.
What kind of ages were you teaching?
So secondary school and sixth form.
Oh, that's horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Secondary school and sixth form.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Goku was bad.
Yeah. Exactly. So
let's bring in the. Did you? Yeah. Let me hear about your approach. Let me hear about your approach.
So I'll talk about that. Yeah. So done that now, and like everyone in the course was like applying for jobs and stuff. I left everything last minute. I said, let me just try and finish this thing. I'm passed now, and I think I went for an agency.
Okay,
and they found me 2 interviews in South London. I was doing my course up north. Okay. No, not up north. Sorry, in North London. Okay, because my thing was like, can I swear?
You can't swear. You fucking want.
If I'm shit. I was going in.
I got excited there.
I was like, if I'm shit at this, at least I'm doing it up north, in North London where no one knows me.
Oh, no, makes sense.
So,
but you say, that's my man's older brother.
Yeah, exactly. So I done it now. I had 2 interviews. Went to the first one.
Yeah.
It was in Blackheath. Went there.
What school?
John Roan.
Shit, you was in John Roan.
Yeah, John Roan.
I went Blue Coats.
I know John Roan.
Yeah. So John Roan, man.
That's not easy.
Was it green?
Yeah,
Green Blazers.
Yeah, Green Blazers. Yeah,
Green Blazers.
Yeah.
Yeah, lucky didn't go Blue Coats still.
Yeah, I heard about that school still. You know what I'm saying? So done the interview. They gave me the job straight away. I told the guys, look, I'll just leave the other one, man. It's not too far. So got into it. Found my feet. That was actually good,
Okay,
I actually enjoyed it, and like literally within the first year, I got promoted.
Wow.
Head of Key Stage 4.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? That was big, so the money was getting up quick.
Yeah.
This is all right still. And then head of department, head of house. You know what I'm saying? So it was decent, and teaching obviously.
Yeah, what was the come on?
These young people.
Yeah, what was the comment? Come on.
You know, it's because
You're
a young black guy.
Yeah.
From the ends.
Cool,
Yeah.
We naturally just clicked.
I can't lie. I would be. Yeah, you'd be.
I can kind of see that happening
clicked
too.
as well, and I had the approach where I was firm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your boy. You know what I'm saying?
You have to establish that the early.
I'm not your boy, but we understand each other. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think they respected that as well. So I'm actually in contact with most of them.
That's sick.
A lot of them follow me on socials.
Okay,
a lot of them are doing big things. Some are in Prem, some are doing this.
No way.
Designs or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and for me, I think that whole period of time when I was teaching was actually rewarding, actually. You know what I'm saying? So I learned a lot by myself and stuff like that. So fast forward, start getting too much politics in this whole teaching thing. I was like, this is long. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, more responsibility, more time.
Exactly.
I just found myself just working like too much. I'm thinking, nah, this not life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing, my peers and everything. I'm like, nah, I got to change up. I got to switch up. So
at this point, did you have the one property?
No, I had a few. So,
you had a few at this point.
So I was buying anyway.
So you was continuing.
I was buying. So for me, I just saw property as extra income, not business.
So when did the second property come about then?
2 years after.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 2
cool.
years
And then that was just stacking. You got that one, and then you just kept the stacking again. Same area, same strategy, everything.
Yeah, so they were all like South London.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then I've got one in Manchester as well.
Wow. Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So
but when did you get the Manchester one?
I think I got that one probably like 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay. Cool. Were you familiar with going to these other cities, Manchester, Birmingham's, or
like see with Manchester? So basically, what I've done is my boy hit me up and he was like, his missus got him a ticket to go to one of these property events and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it was like, I can't remember. It was £500 or something. I don't know, something like that. They're talking about up north. He's like, do you want to go? Like, yeah, cool, right, yeah, I pay. I went to it. So for me, when I go to these things, I ask lots of questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm that guy.
You're that guy.
I'm asking lots of questions, and they're trying not to give you nothing.
Yeah. So you have to find a way.
They want you to pay for their course.
It's a 15 grand course.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna make sure I get my
money's worth.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for no course. I'm just letting that from now. So
I'm like Akin.
They're always making fun of me because of the course.
What course are you paying for?
I'm not gonna. I don't tell no
How
one.
much?
I don't tell no one how much.
I think it was like 20 grand.
It's not 20. It's less than 20 grand.
Is it one of the main?
Yeah.
It's
You know what it is.
guys.
We all know what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone knows what it is.
Was it worth it?
In a way, because it wasn't
Just say
good.
no, bro.
It wasn't good, but it made me, when I went there, I realized that at that point, I just realized that I got the source in it. I don't need to. I don't need a course basically. But it was just like it's a realization that this is all just bullshit. Just go ahead and do it basically.
I think I see with the whole the course thing. I think I don't want to sort of give it a sort of negative thing. I think it comes down to the individual. If you pay 20 grand and you're doing, you're doing what you're doing and it's working out really well and it makes sense, then it makes sense.
Bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? But if you pay 20 grand and
because I saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of kumbaya there. Like, everybody, who wants property? Who wants property? Like, come on,
when they coming from the back,
brother. Like,
they coming from the back.
Property. Like, come on, brother. Like,
I think it comes down to this is the teaching side. Everyone learns in a different way. Some people are visual. Some people need to read a book.
Fair enough.
I'm a guy that learned by doing. So I need to go and just do it, make mistakes, and that's how I learn.
That's it.
I'm not gonna learn by sitting in the class and someone talking to me, or me reading the book. I need to just do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think with anyone sort of getting into property, I feel like there's so much content online, but also I think you gotta surround yourself with people that are doing it as well, and just I think there's certain hacks as well.
Okay.
Yeah, like for example, if I was to go back in time, obviously I don't regret anything, but I have to go back in time. If I knew that, okay, I'm gonna do this property thing full time, I'll go and work in the estate agent. Maybe like a year.
Deals,
just look everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So, or go and work for like a building trade firm or construction company.
I said that. I said it to Kim the other day. I said I wish I learned like one of those trades early.
100.
They'll never be broke.
Yeah, 100.
And they make more money than normal 9 to 5.
Surveyors,
mate.
I met one the other day.
P.
They make money. Just entry level. Mate. You're on 70k straight. He, like the guy told me the laziest one, is on 70k. And if you're a decent one, you'll be on about 150. Surveyors, he literally came in and out within 2 minutes. He just a few clicks, all right, bish bash boss done.
Honestly, man.
No, it makes sense, and I think like obviously that comes back to the education system as well. It's fading a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, fortunately, that's what it is. And I feel like it's down to it's down to us as individuals to make sure that if we're now gonna have kids and stuff like that, we have to make sure that we are educating them from home and making them understand that there's certain things and how they need to pattern up. Obviously, your credit, taxes and all that sort of stuff, and investments and all these other things, and not to sort of focus on, not that there's nothing wrong with working, for someone, but just to show them there's different ways as well. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people always have negative things about people that work. I don't get it.
I don't get it
as well, because I know people that are making serious
money.
And I know people that obviously work for themselves and they're working a lot of hours. So it doesn't stop.
It's 24 hours.
So obviously I've done both. At one point every time through my teaching career, I've always had hustles on the side. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a t-shirt, I've had a fashion business on the side. Done that for a couple of years, stopped that. Then I had a photo booth business as well. I had that for about 5 years. I had about 4 or 5 of them out every single weekend. I had it before anyone was doing it in our community. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I done big events like, Idris Elba, Buttas.
Nice.
Made in Chelsea, that sort of stuff. Weddings, big weddings, and big events and stuff like that.
So that was also bringing in.
That was bringing some serious money.
Serious money.
On average, I was renting them out for like what, 400 or 500
weekend.
Wow, that's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every single weekend. So for the first year, imagine I was teaching and I was doing that on the weekend.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hustler.
after that, I got my mates involved. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to bring my mates along with me. Because literally, it wasn't like work. We're going to events and they're giving us food, giving us drink.
And you just stand there.
Get paid and you enjoy it.
You know what I'm saying? So, and even sometimes they're like, you know what? Pick up the stuff and stay, mate.
Have a good time, man. Like, relax.
Sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
But you're still paying us, yeah? So that was great, actually. Then, but like with anything, a lot of people started getting involved in it. People charging silly prices. I just ended it. So I got rid of that. And so obviously when I left teaching now, I decided to do the property thing full time.
Okay.
So before I left teaching,
so what? Where did you get to? How did you get to a place where you was like brave enough or to a place to make that leap? Like, how was that job?
Target
that's the biggest question for everybody.
That is an amazing question, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So I was thinking about this a lot. So I was like, the money I'm making in this teaching thing is good. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I need to make sure that whatever I'm doing on the side is bringing the same amount of money or more. And what was happening is just like time was just flying. I'm like, how long is this gonna take? And it gets to a point where like you're working, but your mind is not there.
Yeah.
I'm there, but my mind is not there. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
When I get in the class, I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? But my colleagues, I ain't got time for them.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like in my face, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So
even when you wake up in the morning, just like
So I think that last year, man, I got away with a lot of stuff, to be fair. I was good at what I was doing. But meetings, I just never turned up.
I got you.
I just can't be bothered.
So your passion for it just completely.
You know, like I'm a guy like, because it's a thing where like you want us to do this, but what's the purpose of it? How's it helping you? There's no purpose. Just this tick box.
Yes.
I hate tick box things. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, okay, cool. I'm gonna do this. And like one day, bro, I think I sat in the office. I asked my colleague that I didn't know how to even give notice. I didn't know. I was like, when do you have to give notice by? Because obviously in teaching you got to give enough notice.
Yeah, because you just can't leave.
You got to do it
mid-term.
And what's the process? Well, you just write an email to the assistant of the head and blah blah blah. Cool. I was cool with the head. I just literally sent her an email straight away. And like she's next door. She called me in straight away. And so I was like,
you can't leave us, please don't.
So I went in and she's like, what's this about? This is that. I'm like, I think I've had enough of this time. She's like, why don't you go part-time?
Wow,
I'll try to keep you in here.
That's a good idea, you know? Still make a bit of money here. All by it. And I think I went to, I think Grant Condor was in London that time. So he came down to London. This is the first time that I've seen him in person. I've heard about him. So I see him down the stage. And like, the energy that he brings. You know what I'm saying? He's on it. Straight to the point.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah. I left there, like, fuck this, man. You know what I'm saying?
Grant Condor gassed him, fam.
He gassed me.
And I said, I'm quitting my fucking job.
So
part-time what?
I was like, fuck this. I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do something, I need to go 100 in it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do part-time, I'm going to get comfortable. And that's the problem. At some point in my life, I got too comfortable. Because
people talk about that a lot,
You know, it's because I had targets. And I met most of them. So I was really comfortable. I was good for money and all that sort of stuff. But I was just too comfortable. And there was so much more to do. So I just had a conversation. I said, it's just not going to work. Because if I do part-time, I'm still going to be here for, many, many years. And it's not what I want to do right now. I'm not saying I don't want to go back into teaching. But for now, this is the best. I just need to leave. So I literally just left.
Wow.
I literally just left.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And during this time, I was actually buying a property during this time as well.
So it didn't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? In my head, I was thinking, this is scary. Do you understand? But I was thinking, you know what? Like, if it scares you, just go, like, I'll figure it out. And that's it. I just done it. Didn't look back. And I think if anyone's looking to do that, and I think you just got to just make that leap. There's no right time.
There's no right time. And that is the key.
You know what I'm saying? And like, even like thinking about the kids as well, like, I had emotional attachment as well. You know what I'm saying? So like,
so they're even saying like, right, you've seen their progress, you know who's doing well.
Exactly.
You know if you leave, are they gonna be like the same?
Exactly. So like year 10s, year 11s, they're doing GCSEs. And the worst thing you're gonna do as a teacher is leave them halfway through that process and let somebody else come and take the, you know what I'm saying, and mash up the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm in that process now. I'm like, damn, but every single time, every year, it's the same situation.
So it's never gonna be.
It's never gonna end. So, I just had to. And even that was emotional because even having that conversation with them, you know what I'm saying? Some of them in tears and stuff like that. Like,
wow.
It was emotional. Like
They really loved you.
Yeah, bro. Like literally, it was mutual, man. Like for me, these were like my younger sisters and young brothers.
Yeah, no,
that's
I
how
hear
I
that.
saw it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
That's how I treat them. There was respect there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was emotional to leave from that point of view. But for myself, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, done that. But doing that, I think the year before, I started looking into rent to rent.
Yeah.
So I set up a management company for that. So one of my cousins he was doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? FMA property. So that's my cousin. He was doing that rent to rent stuff. Yeah. So when he was explaining to me, I was like, bro, I don't understand all this. He explained to me, I'm like, what? So you get this property, you're making what, £600? Yeah. What, making £700? Bro, like this makes perfect sense. Talk to me properly about this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so he explained it to me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I've done some research and everything like that. And this goes back to the, you know, surround yourself with people that are doing these things. If someone's doing something and you feel like it makes sense, then ask the questions or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And, you know, obviously he's family, so he's never gonna be like,
I can't really tell you too much.
And I feel that's the thing that's wrong with our community as well. Do you know what I'm saying? People are too like
keep the knowledge.
Man. They want to share.
That is probably the hardest thing that we found as well.
They feel like you're taking money out of their own pocket.
Like I don't know if you saw our last episode. Like we had some younger guys that's literally 22 years old. And in a year they was able to get 8 rent to rents. And that's because they've seen people come on this podcast, talk about it, we spoke about it. And all of a sudden now they can just go and do it just because that knowledge is there. No, we're not hiding anything.
And trust me,
I think people underestimate how much impact that does. Like once you just let things out, like
people benefit.
Like, people benefit so much.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like if you're good at what you're doing, you shouldn't be threatened about it.
Yeah, that's
it. Literally.
And that's the thing about it. I think that goes back to when I was growing up. Like, there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, even now, like certain people don't want to.
Spaces,
you know what I'm saying? They want to keep you at a certain level.
You
know what I'm saying? And then make sure they're on top. You're getting a bit too loud.
Yeah. People like you when you're doing all right, but not too much.
Exactly.
So that's it.
I've met a few guys like that. Do you know what I'm saying? In my process. So rent to rent company. And I think within sort of the first 3 months after, like, you know, going hard at it, got my first one.
Nice.
In Wimbledon at the time.
How was that one?
It was decent, man. It was decent, man. I made like £500 on that profit. And then after, started like raising the bar. Do you know what I'm saying? 700s, 1,200, you know, and then literally, I think within that process, picked up about 16.
Wow.
Sold about 5. You know what I'm saying? Done some JVs with some other people as well. And yeah, it was great. You know what I'm saying? So that was bringing in a lot of cash flow. You know, pandemic hit.
Boy,
hit, do you know what I'm saying?
Rent to rent really tested the rent to rent
So
model, man.
Yeah, that tested the model big time. So at that point, I realized that, all right, cool, got to change up, man. Like, but I've been saying it from before, actually, to a lot of people, that the rent to rent thing is good. But for me personally, I don't see it as a long-term hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's good for building cash flow, but make sure you got something else going on as well.
100%.
That's actually one of the questions that we were going to ask you. In terms of cash flow, like, what do you think people should prioritize, especially starting off? Cash flow or investment?
Depends on their situation, innit? Because let's say, for example, you're working and you got cash flow. Then is it important for you? Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, I think for me, cash flow is very, very important because obviously capital is important as well. But if you got cash flow, you know, you're clearing all your bills every single month. Whatever you need to get done, it's all sorted. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can live on cash flow. You know, obviously you can live with capital as well, but it's just a chunk of money coming out. You know what I'm saying? And really and truly, if you got that capital, you want to invest that capital. That money's not sitting there. So I think that obviously they're important as each other, but if you got the cash flow, potentially you can borrow the capital from somewhere, right? So for me, cash flow is king. Makes sense.
Fair enough, man.
So that's why the rent to rent model was really good at the time. So so obviously pandemic hit. And like I said, you know, I'm around a lot of people. We're discussing like, okay, cool, how are we going to maneuver? So help a lot of our landlords, obviously create good relationship with them and say, look, You can see there's a pandemic.
Yeah.
This rent that I'm paying you.
Oof,
Does it make
those
no sense?
conversations weren't easy, boy.
Does it make no sense for now?
No
Baby was sweating like this.
Listen.
Does it make no sense for now?
Yeah.
Can we have an agreement for 4 months that we reduce this rent? You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't even ask for a holiday, like a...
No, just
You
reduced
the rent.
it. So like a lot of the landlords were, you know, they were good. Like literally,
That's good.
if I was paying whatever, they halved it.
Nice.
For that period because they understood the situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So that helped a lot. Obviously after and all that, there was still an effect. So some properties went back. And some properties, we've sort of like changed the use of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So working with the councils and stuff like that, some social stuff like that. Got a lot of links in certain things. So we're just changing the use of some of them, but some of them are still working as they were. Do you know what I'm saying? So during the pandemic, I'm like, you know what? Because at this time, I stopped buying. I weren't buying properties for a while. Do you know what I'm saying? So
was there a reason to that, or you just thought you wanted a break?
You know, I don't know. I was just focusing on other things at the time. I wasn't buying. So I was just focusing on this whole rent stuff. And I was like, you know, I need to start buying again. And that's when I bought the Forest Hill property.
Would you say that that's your biggest deal, by the way?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
So like, what are the?
There's some others. There's some others in the pipeline.
Talk
some others in the pipeline.
Talk about that Forest Hill one.
Yeah.
So that one now. So back to the question: is rent good?
Yeah.
Rent's amazing because this one was one of my rents.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wouldn't have had that.
As in the landlord, it was the
Wow. Opportunity.
Okay.
Serious.
So imagine now, like, and going back again now. Should you share information? Should you be open? 100%. So I remember there was someone that I knew from back in the day. Obviously, she's seen what I'm doing, so she's asking about the whole rent stuff. I'm like, cool, no worries. I'll show you how to do it. So now she had an opportunity now. She had like 2 properties, and so one of them was this property. To manage the rent to rent. So and there was another one as well. And then somebody else I was helping out the rent stuff. I said, look, there's one here in Croydon. Do you want it? This is the thing. He took it.
Okay, cool.
And that one I took it, gave her a little change for it as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It all made sense. And so literally, as soon as I took it, I seen like letters come to the house and stuff like that, you know, red letters and stuff like that. So I had a conversation with the landlord. She was overseas, she's in Barbados.
Wow, okay.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, this house is big, you know, if you ever think about selling, let me know. Actually,
I am thinking of selling.
I want to sell.
Okay.
Serious.
I'm struggling.
Mad.
You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling, I'll be honest with you. And, you know, and then obviously we're having heart-to-heart conversation, and it turns out like the people that used to manage it before, they done a lot of dodgy stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So she's really a scared landlord almost.
Exactly. So, and I think these are the people that mess up the whole rent game for a lot of people that jump into it. So obviously she's overseas now. They've taken her property and they've just flinged on suites everywhere. You know, put petition walls up, like get no permission.
Permission.
Serious.
And now, so she's found out through her sister, who's gone down there to you know, to look at the property, and you know the quality of the work is just shoddy because obviously they just want to get a quick buck. You know? So she got rid of them, but then they're trying to take her to court. You know, for some money or whatever. This is nonsense anyway. But which I helped in that process.
Wow.
I helped in that process, got rid of them.
Yo, guys, tips, you know.
Value.
Man said, let me handle that for you. In exchange, let me get a big discount.
So I handled that situation for her. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she's down there, and I'm onto it. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward now. Read an amazing price. So just to give some sort of content. I've actually put it out there. I'm gonna actually put some content about this, but I'm happy to share on this one.
Jeez.
So
exclusives.
So for example, now like a property in that location, that road, sold for like 700, 750, like a 4-bed house. So this property, obviously in the condition that it was in, wasn't great. They valued it at 600. I got it for 437.
How was that even possible?
437.
Crazy.
So spent just, let's say 125. Spent about 125 on there, doing the extension, doing the refurb internally. garden and all that sort of stuff. And it's now worth 825.
Crazy.
So
off that one deal,
yeah.
How much equity is there?
Massive, bro.
Massive.
So like, and this goes back to the thing where like, for one individual, that's like that literally change your life. Because for example, now I refinance now. I'm gonna refinance at 8%, so that's gonna come in September. 8% loan to value. Do you know what I'm saying? Every single penny that I put in is coming up.
Man.
Plus, I'm gonna make an extra maybe 60 cents. Don't quote me on that. Numbers at home. You know what I'm saying? So for those people that want to be picky.
Yeah, I know. Actually, that don't make sense.
Actually, can you go back?
80% relax.
So you know, so I made some extra change on top. Good amount of money.
It's crazy though how like your experience from your first yard led up to that moment.
Yeah.
So you going for it. You accidentally stumbled across almost the strategy of BRRR. Now you're doing the BRRR intentionally. You've seen an opportunity with the landlord through rent to rent. That you know what I mean? Like it all adds up in it. So
all adds up. I think it's
just
just about, like I say, put yourself in those situations. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, like an extra 60-something K, that's on average, that's probably some people's wage for like 2 or 3 years maybe. I've got a link with so originally I was gonna use it for like single professionals. And I had 3 people lined up already, paid deposits, everything. Do you know what I'm saying? And I remember I think Corona. You know what I'm saying? So I was ill. I was out of the game for a while, and some other team members were out of the game as well.
Damn.
And then when my boys hit me up, he's like, "Oh, my boy, sing your thing. This is that." You know what I'm saying? He said it will work really well for mothers and babies unit. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool. How much are they paying? Do you know what I'm saying?
They pay
like,
money.
Cool. All right, cool. This makes sense.
Makes sense. Supported living, man.
Yeah, makes sense. And that's another business which I'm working on. I've actually set up already. So,
directly with a council, or is it?
Yeah, so for me, I've got a business that I'm going to work in the council very soon. It's not fully there, but like 6 months will be there. The paperwork and stuff like that. But so this one is another guy that's got his own thing set up. Do you know what I'm saying? And I thought, okay, this makes sense. Let me give it to him. And also let me get some lunch from him as well. Because obviously that's going to help me do what I need to do. And the money that he's giving me makes sense because I don't have to think about that properly. And the cash flow in it is like after everything. I won't say the full amount, but after everything, I will put my own content. But after everything, I should take home at least like 3,100 profit every single month.
Profit. That's nice.
From that.
Profits.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a sweet salary, just like that.
That's it.
For one,
so
1 yard.
Yeah, 1 yard. Yeah.
Wow.
So
how 4 bed you said?
No, it's a 6 bed.
6 bed.
Supported living though, innit?
Yeah.
They pay money.
You know what I'm saying?
Serious money.
We need to do an episode. We do need to do an
we'll
episode.
definitely do one on that. Supported living.
100%.
Maybe you can come back when it's all done.
Yeah. And also, I can probably link you up with somebody that
nice.
That'd be good, man. Thank you. But yeah, in a few months, I'll be doing it as well. Probably.
I want to see that project in real life, man. As well. I want to come down.
Invite us down, please.
You know it is because obviously they're starting September. Okay, cool. Like first week or something like that. So
after that,
So obviously that was a blessing. So yeah, all that's going to start September. So the money's going to roll in from then. I've got a few things obviously in the pipeline as well, and just by posting online, that has opened up like some other doors for like project management.
So you enjoy that side of it? Like the middleman and
I've never done it before.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying? I've never done it before, but people have seen what I'm doing.
And they like it. And
you know what I'm saying? I'm managing the project.
It's good quality work and everything.
Come and help me out.
Pay money for it.
Make some money.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? So I got one in Surrey that I'm doing, and there's another one as well. So and got a few other things.
I mean, I think we can. There's definitely going to need a part 2 for this.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's giving us stuff and he's giving us. It's like he's giving us enough.
Give us a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just one of the last questions that we like to ask, like, what advice do you have for people that want to get into property? People who are probably 18, so starting off, and then people who are sort of 25 plus who want to get into it.
In the early 30s, anyone young person kind of thing.
I would say that obviously education is obviously important with anything, innit? What I'd say is surround yourself with people that are doing it. I'm pretty sure like in every family there's someone that's doing property. You know what I'm saying? So
there's always one uncle.
Yeah, assess, have access to that, ask a lot of questions. Also with the older generation as well, you know, just to show them that it's never too late to invest as well.
That's another one as well.
I'm saying? So don't think because you are whatever age that you can't invest. You know what I'm saying? And even those people, they're in certain positions where they're sitting on gold mines and they don't realize it. You know what I'm saying? So there's some older people who were lucky enough to buy one property back in the day for 30k.
Loads of equity.
1 point whatever. And they just sit on it.
They didn't even realize.
They pull out.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I guess it's about the younger generation connecting with them and then thinking, how can we work with each other?
That's something.
Sound advice.
We can move forward and stuff like that. So, yeah, surround yourself with like-minded people. Get as much information online. Don't spend 20k. no,
facts. Don't spend 20k on a course.
What I would say is kind of like,
hey guys, it's not the best.
What I would say is like, if you're gonna pay the money, just make sure that it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because like with that 20k, not saying that. But you could have just...
It wasn't 20k, by the way, guys.
Okay. Let's just use 20k as the... Because we know it's 20k. With that 20k, you could have just bought a property.
Yeah,
no knowledge.
Deposit in
you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, in certain locations. No knowledge at all. And just
facts.
Facts. You know, and it is what it is.
Yeah, no knowledge, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might not get a good deal, but...
Yeah, but...
Be decent enough.
The money...
So I think it just has to make sense as well, and just make sure that you're comfortable with the person that you are giving your money to and stuff like that. But there's so much knowledge out there, man.
So much.
Would you invest abroad? Like obviously when that
100.
Are you thinking about that or anything like that?
Yeah, so obviously me and my brother's been talking about obviously Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia. So my dad's out there in Nigeria.
Nice.
So for me that would be my connect of how to because you have to know to trust someone.
Don't let them dupe you. Don't let them dupe you.
Yeah, I think that is what scared me.
Yeah, same.
I hear stories. You know what I'm saying?
Too many stories.
I definitely want to invest.
I'll be sick. I can imagine you doing that. I can see you do big stuff out there.
Yeah. The thing is not just properties, you know, just like commercials, anything really. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a guy that
if you make money,
if the money makes sense,
if it makes sense,
it does have to be something that I'm involved in. Maybe
you have to love
nappies.
baby nappies.
I was like, okay, cool. There's a nice profit.
Showing the maps. Yep, cool.
Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's it, man.
No, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you so much,
man.
Appreciate it, man.
People are gonna love that.
We have to have a next one too because we have so many more questions.
So many.
You kept giving nuggets, but we want to unpack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not enough time, but honestly, man, appreciate you, man.
Big up you guys as well, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys are killing it. You know, I see you guys. Was it 3 years?
Yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Mad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like it because it's natural. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to relate to it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that up, man.
Thank you,
man.
Thank you, man.
Cool.
Nice, man.
Well, then that's it today.
Till next
We
time.
got the cameras on today.
Come on. First time.
Come on. All right, then. Cool. Well, till next time.
Peace.